Hello there and welcome to Kent on this beautiful February afternoon, lovely sunny day, and welcome to my channel. So we're going to be talking about lots of motorcycle type things. I've been riding motorcycles since 1985 now, and for the last 10 years I've been an instructor and had the privilege of training many people to ride motorcycles, right from those who have never ridden before up to those that have been riding for years and may have had a few problems or just wanted to learn new stuff. And what's important to me when I train people is safety and fun. So over the coming weeks and months I shall do some videos to share my experiences as an instructor with you, little hints and tips here and there about safety, riding a motorcycle. There seems to be some really obvious and consistent issues that I see in motorcycle riding, no matter how long people have been on the road. And they do compromise your safety. So what we'll try and do is we'll try and highlight a few of those areas and help you out along the way, no matter how experienced you are. Right, let's get out and ride. Probably 90%-ish of our riding is all done in our head. It's very important, of course, to have a good understanding of how your machine works and the use of your controls, so you're constantly matching the use of those controls to the circumstances, knowing what each input of your controls does, how the physics of the motorcycle affects things, because motorcycles don't just suddenly do things. Everything that happens on a motorcycle is there for a reason. It's all physics. It all makes sense. But if you don't understand it, that's when you can get caught out. So of course with controls, one of the key issues is lack of smoothness. You should always be smooth and progressive when you're using your controls. If you're harsh or you're aggressive, you break the bond of the tyres a lot more easily. You put extra stress on that tyre grip. And of course remember, the contact patch of the tyre is probably only approximately the size of the palm of your hand. So you've got two of those, one front, one back, and that's the whole reason the bike sticks to the tarmac or the concrete or whatever surface you're on. If you're stressing that area, there's much more of a chance you're going to have a loss of control. So that smoothness is so vitally important. So whatever training you're doing, whether you're a learner or whether you're a more experienced motorcyclist doing advanced training, that level of finesse has a big implication on safety. The next important component is observational skills. Now, I've trained lots of people in the last 10 years. And many of those people have been road users for years. They've done thousands of miles in cars, vans, whatever. But a common theme that keeps cropping up is that observation skills need to be improved for so many people. They are absolutely key to your survival. One of the most common factors I find is that people don't look far enough ahead up the road, and anyone that goes on an advanced course will be told very soon that that's what you should be doing. Those eyes should be right to the end of the road. Of course they should change focal length regularly, and they should sweep to the sides as well, what we call scanning. And that's a really important component of your ride. So, but it's not only good enough to look. You must see and you must identify appropriate hazards. And having identified those hazards and prioritised them, because they do come singly and in clusters, it's about making the right decisions based on what you've seen. You know, you could be the best person at identifying hazards in the world, but if you don't react to them correctly, that information is not particularly helpful. So there's a massive combination of skills going on. When it comes to road riding, I don't think a lot of people realise quite how involved and complex it is. We take it for granted. It wasn't until when I was in my early years of riding and I was in the emergency services and trained to drive properly that I realised exactly how much I did not know. So putting all of those factors together is vital to your personal safety on a motorcycle. And of course, if it does go wrong on a motorcycle, the consequences are so much worse. We don't ever want it to go wrong. We want to live to be a ripe old age and still riding motorcycles. That's the plan. So getting it right every time has to be the way forward. Of course we're human, we make mistakes. That's exactly unavoidable. You just got to try and hope that the mistakes that you make are only small ones and don't result in anything. And that's why, although we should always strive to achieve the perfect ride, we're never going to. But constant self-awareness, self-critique of our riding will help us develop a much higher standard of riding, which will improve our personal safety. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's exactly what we do need. Okay, so in the next video we'll look at our observational skills in a bit more detail and how we put those into practice during a ride. So I'll catch you next time. Take care, stay safe. And of course, if you've liked the video, please subscribe and like.